Well, Twitter made waves with its move to stream various NFL games for the 2016 season, but is that enough to move the needle for the social media platform, which is struggling to grow users? Well, Matthew Lieberman is back with us. He's a director at PwC. So, Matthew, is this a good strategy for struggling Twitter?
Twitter and all the social networks, there have been a number of different leagues that have been trying to broker these deals, and it has been a very positive experience so far. There's the question of who is going to eventually own the consumer, but at this time, it does seem to be a positive.
Well, and although Nielsen data actually shows that viewership for NFL games has been declining, so maybe this is not the greatest move for Twitter to be, going into.
It is a very short time period, so there's been a lot of discussion over the past few weeks around things along the lines of Monday Night Football was up against the presidential debate a couple weeks ago. There's been some scandal for the players on field and off field with things like not willing to stand for the national anthem. There have been questions around cord cutting and what that means to viewers and whether or not they are actually cutting the cord. So when you take all those into account, yes, there has been a decrease, and the decrease is greater than the decrease in general television ratings. But somebody's got to pick up these viewers, and social media might be the answer.
Well, and the fact that I can watch a football game on Twitter, what does that mean for the traditional broadcast networks who, don't necessarily want to give up a slice of the pie to Twitter?
Sure. So I think that we're going to start to see all different types of deals. So in some of the deals, it's only one night of the week or one certain games of the season. But I think there's so much more in the ability to engage with fans, because it's not only watching on a social network, it's the ability to interact with other players, other fans, other content. And to be able to make that an interactive experience and capture the consumer is something that's really new and exciting for the sports leagues.
And sort of the focus being to capture those people who have cut the cord and are not on that paid TV scale.
Right, or even those who may not have cut the cord but still want to interact with the content.
Okay, now it's not just Twitter, it's also other social networks like Facebook and Snapchat are dealing with the NBA and the MLB as well?
That's right, and all different types of deals, all different types of the way that the content's being streamed, but it's been very positive for them.
All right, now bring this sort of home for us. I mean, what does this mean for traditional media? What are your experts finding? Are the broadcast networks still going to dominate this space?
So in our PwC Outlook, we talk about that the fact that media rights are still growing, and actually quite healthily over the next 5 years, with around 5.5% compounded growth. So that means there still is a lot of opportunity, but who's going to capture that growth is still what the question is, and there really is an open field right now.
All right, so it's anyone's guess as to who will dominate the space in the coming years.
Absolutely.
All right. Matt Lieberman from PwC, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
I'm Scott Gamm, and you're watching The Street.